We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
The part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jamin Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Curtis Samuel.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play. If they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Throwing here, Howell.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ty Chandler, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Giants. 68 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory. You get
Touchdown!
Isaiah Hodgins.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Commanders 10, Giants 7. Chad Ryland.
Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw clear at about the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Barkley into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and that's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Jones looking for Shepard deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go play action with Howell. Complete, it's Dotson.
That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline, pulled in.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And once more, Howell back to the air. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. Able to power through. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from... And he loses the football a second time. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley. With his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The extra point by Ryland up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll go play action. Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Samuel going to go in motion right. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Howe will throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones to throw on third down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Howell throwing on first down here.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Second down, Howell now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Howell throwing on third down here. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5. Now Howell.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Howell down to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Back now at FedEx Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Robinson.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here, the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Howell throwing for it.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off play action. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone.
Oh, Hal loses it. And that ball caught free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
Throwing Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of it. 4th and 2. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here.
Howell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kid.